Tennis players are some of the highest-paid athletes in the world, winning hundreds of thousands, and sometimes even millions, in a single tournament. And that's before any endorsement deals, business ventures, and other partnerships. But who are the richest men and women to have ever played the game professionally? In today's video, we are going to show you top 10 richest tennis players. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. John McEnroe, $100 million. First on the list is one of the most controversial players of all time. Famed not just for his superb tennis abilities, but also for his hot temper. He won 7 Grand Slam singles titles in the 1980s, all of which came at the US Open and Wimbledon. He also won 7 Tour Finals and 5 Davis Cup titles with the US team. Throughout his career, McEnroe won over $12.5 million in prize money. His personality made him hugely marketable, meaning that he was able to clinch many high-paying sponsorship deals with companies like Sergio Tacchini, a huge name in 80s tennis. Number 9. Andre Agassi, $145 million. Next up comes Andre Agassi, another player who enjoyed considerable success in the 1990s, achieving 8 Grand Slam titles and an Olympic gold medal, among other accolades. The American, who retired in 2006, is married to fellow tennis superstar Steffi Graf, and they are the only players in tennis history to have achieved a career Golden Slam. As you might imagine, Agassi earned a considerable sum of money while playing, winning over $31.1 million from tournament prize money. He was sponsored by companies like Dunne and Mazda. Since retiring, he has formed Agassi Graf Holdings, along with his wife, which has made numerous investments, as well as giving back to the world with the Andre Agassi Foundation for Education. Number 8. Pete Sampras, $150 million. Pete Sampras dominated the world of men's tennis in the 1990s. Throughout his career, he managed to win 14 Grand Slam titles, with the French Open being the only one to elude him. He is particularly remembered for his serve and volley play, which played a huge part in him winning 7 Wimbledon titles. Sampras is the 5th highest earner in ATP Tour history, having won over $43.2 million during his career. His best year was 1997, when he managed to win a total of $5.7 million. He was sponsored by Wilson for much of his tennis career. Plus, he was also sponsored by Nike, Danone, and Pizza Hut, among others. Number 7. Andy Murray, $165 million. Sir Andy Murray is a national treasure in the UK, loved by many for finally winning Wimbledon, 77 years after the last Brit won the trophy. He's won Wimbledon twice, plus the US Open, and has finished as runner-up at the Australian Open 5 times, as well as once at the French Open. What's more, he has 2 Olympic gold medals. Murray is the 4th highest earner of all time on the ATP Tour, having won prize money totaling over $62.7 million throughout his career. He has also had lucrative deals with some huge brands, including Adidas, Royal Bank of Scotland, Head, and Under Armour. This year, he's teamed up with celebrity nail artist Michelle Humphrey for a collection of Wimbledon-inspired manicures. Number 6. Novak Djokovic, $220 million. In third place is Novak Djokovic, the Serbian tennis sensation who, along with Federer and NADAL, has dominated the men's tennis world for many years. Nobody in tennis has won more prize money than Djokovic, who has earned over $156.5 million. If this list was based solely on career earnings, he'd be the richest tennis player in the world. Djokovic is a 20-time Grand Slam champion and the only player to win all 9 ATP Masters 1000 events, multiple times for a record total of 38 titles. He has also had endorsements with many companies, plus has several business interests, made via his family's investment company. The tennis superstar owns a number of restaurants in Serbia called NOVAK Cafe and Restaurant. Number 5. Rafael Nadal, $220 million. Next, we come to perhaps the greatest clay court player of all time, Rafael Nadal. The Spaniard is the all-time leader with 22 Grand Slam men's singles titles and the only men's player in history to complete career Grand Slam twice and win 2 Olympic gold medals. NADAL has won over $130.6 million in prize money, which puts him only second behind only Novak Djokovic. He has a long-standing deal with Nike, who has sponsored him since 2008 and who supplies his clothing and footwear. NADAL has also worked with many other brands, including Emporio Armani and PokerStars. Since 2004, he's also been a global ambassador for Kia Motors. Number 4. Maria Sharapova, $220 million. Maria Sharapova was one of the most feared players on the women's tennis circuit, winning all 4 Grand Slams in her career. She won her first Grand Slam at Wimbledon in 2004, when she was just 17 years old. The former world number 1 retired in 2020, aged just 32. Sharapova has earned the 4th highest amount of prize money ever on the WTA Tour, winning prizes worth nearly $39 million. The fact that the Russian is so marketable meant that she had many big sponsorship deals with brands like Motorola, Tiffany, and Porsche. Number 3. Serena Williams, $270 million. Serena Williams is one of the greatest players of all time. Her tally of 23 Grand Slam singles titles is second only to Margaret Court in the Open era, and overall she has won 73 career singles titles. She is also a prolific doubles player with her sister Venus. The pair has won 22 titles, including 14 Grand Slams and 3 Olympic gold medals. No female tennis player has won more in prize money than Serena Williams, who has earned more than $94.5 million over her incredible career so far. Number 2. Roger Federer, $550 million. At number 2 on the list is Roger Federer, who is often described as the greatest male tennis player of all time. He's tied with Djokovic in second place for the most Grand Slam wins behind Nadal, with both men having 20, 2 fewer than the Spaniard. He has won Wimbledon, the most prestigious tournament in tennis, a record 8 times. Federer has earned just over $130.5 million in prize money and a huge amount more from endorsements, working with companies like Mercedes-Benz and Nike. Number 1. Ion TIRIAC, $1.4 billion. The last name on this list is the one you're least likely to know. Ion TIRIAC was a tennis player who managed to win 1 Grand Slam title, the men's doubles at the 1970 French Open. Before this, he was an ice hockey player, representing Romania at the 1964 Winter Olympics. TIRIAC's enormous net worth comes from his investments. He founded the first private bank in post-communist Romania, plus also started a number of other businesses in various niches. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Give this video a thumbs up for more interesting content, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.